Today, Melanie Dolachek is going to share with you a number of creative marketing ideas that will help you reach members, subscribers, and attendees. Melanie, the Director of Marketing at Allen Press since 2006, oversees marketing and communications for the organization. I'm going to turn the presentation over to Melanie now. Don't forget to use the chat box on the lower right of your screen to send in your questions. Select Host in the Send To drop-down box.
Thanks, Tim. Finding money for marketing can be a challenge in any economic condition. But when times are tough, the first instinct for most is to cut the marketing budget. Unfortunately, this is the time when marketing is the most important. Those whose presence in the market fades instead of staying in front of their audience is destined to be forgotten. The good news is that there are many affordable ways to remind potential members and subscribers that your organization is alive and well. One of the essential keys to marketing is solving your readers' or members' problem. So the first thing that I recommend you do before trying out a new marketing strategy is to understand the needs of your members and subscribers. It's important to make sure their needs haven't changed over the years and that the solutions and services that you are providing are still solving the problems. You need to see through their eyes. You'll probably hear me say it more than once during this webinar. Survey your members, survey your readers, survey your boards, survey your committees, survey, survey, survey. Surveying in itself can be a powerful marketing tool because you are demonstrating you care what your audience has to say and that they have a voice. There are a variety of ways to conduct market research. Online or paper-based surveys are the most common. The internet has created a very efficient and effective means of collecting information from your members and subscribers. However, people are bombarded with email every day, so getting a qualified response can sometimes be a challenge. Offering an incentive for completing a survey can be an effective way to boost your response rate. Incentives can range from a small token, such as a free pen or a coffee mug, to a chance to win a larger, more attractive gift in a drawing of all the respondents. The real trick to surveys is crafting the right questions. Avoid leading questions that make assumptions or generally steer respondents to choose a certain response. These do not reflect the respondents' true feelings, and it limits what you can learn from your audience. Survey questions should be clear and concise, and rating scales should be balanced. Aim for an even number of responses on a rating scale to avoid the in-the-middle responses. This encourages respondents to answer more decisively. To ensure your questions are being interpreted as you perceive they would be, first send the survey to a small test group before publishing. Keep surveys relatively short and tell respondents in the introduction how many questions they will be asked and the approximate amount of time the survey will require. The shorter the survey, the more likely you are to get a response. 10 to 15 multiple choice questions are ideal. If you're asking open-ended essay-type questions, 5 is probably more realistic. Another way to gather information about the wants and needs of your members and subscribers is a focus group. Focus groups are most commonly used in advertising to test new campaigns or in product development to gather feedback about a new product. Focus groups can be a more personal avenue to learning from your audience. They tend to focus on attitudes, and questions are typically discussed in an interactive group setting that stimulates a conversation. An effective moderator is essential to keep the group on topic, but this can be a very useful way to gather more candid feedback about how you can better connect to your audience or attract more members or subscribers. Since it can be costly to bring people together for a focus group, your organization's next meeting or conference can be a convenient venue for such a project. As an incentive to encourage participation, plan your focus group as an informal breakfast or lunch. Rather than launch into how you should always start your marketing endeavors with a detailed plan that includes a SWOT analysis and a budget and a situation analysis and market segmentation, etc., I'm just going to remind you that these steps are extremely important for an effective marketing program, and skip straight to what I think most of you came to hear today: affordable, actionable ideas that you can implement fairly easily. Some of these ideas are related to publications, others to driving membership or meeting attendance. I've tried to provide a bit of variety. First, we have symbiotic relationships. Developing symbiotic relationships with other related, but not necessarily competing publications, societies, or organizations in order to target prospective subscribers is a great way to get targeted lists with little or no investment. Start by surveying your membership and subscribers to learn what other publications they read. Many disciplines have crossover with other non-competitive publications. Then look for relationships that are mutually, or at least commensally, beneficial for the other publication or society. Approach those societies with a proposal to trade out print and/or online advertising space or booth space at an annual meeting. You could offer the society's members a discounted first-year subscription or maybe a free trial offer. Special offers are often perceived as benefits of membership, therefore reinforcing the value of the society. If the other organization is willing, swap mailing lists for promotional efforts, then cherry pick only those disciplines with the appropriate crossover. Marketing lists can be very expensive. By working cooperatively, you get very targeted lists with little or no investment. And these pre-qualified prospects are more likely to be interested in your publication. Target these individuals with special email or direct mail offers. Another cost-saving approach to reaching out to these targeted potential subscribers is to send a sample journal or maybe an article collection focused on the crossover discipline in the same polybag as the symbiotic journal. Your costs are only the additional postage and the overrun of the sample publication. For those mutually beneficial relationships, both organizations can offer special membership or subscription rates for individuals taking both publications. Don't forget to post reciprocal links on both websites. Co-exhibiting at major library or discipline-specific industry meetings is also worth considering. Glossaries, wikis, and other reference resources can be useful vehicles to raise awareness of your publication and position it as an industry authority. Target students, faculty, researchers with a free print or online glossary, image library, or wiki. Seek out sponsors or advertisers to underwrite the project. These are great ways to build name recognition and a reputation for supporting the community. Such reference guides can position the publication as a valuable resource for additional information on the subject. Remember to collect email addresses and mailing addresses for future marketing efforts by asking users of these free resources to register before you grant them access. I have two examples for you on the slide. The first is a glossary of implant terms created by the Journal of Oral Implantology. It is distributed via faculty free to students in the field. Then we have the Tropical Disease Research Image Library. With today's technology, your reference resource might be an app. Buyer's guides are an inexpensive way to advertise your publication in both print and online, as well as target librarians and subscription agents who use these quick reference tools to get pricing and availability information. Publishers get a wide distribution of their advertisement for a minimal cost, as librarians often share these tools with faculty. One example of this, publishers who advertise in the Allen Press Buyer's Guide reach 8,000 libraries and 2,000 agencies in more than 100 countries with their advertisement and current rate information. The booth share is actually a physical manifestation of the Buyer's Guide concept. Exhibiting at large library meetings can be expensive for a society publisher, as many of you know. But if you partner with other society publications to share the cost, you can get a lot more exposure for a fraction of the cost. The organizations you partner with do not even have to really be related to your discipline necessarily, since most library conferences are not subject specific. Journal websites provide multiple opportunities for encouraging usage and driving citations. Researchers, scholars, and practitioners use common search engines to locate content that they seek. Index your full-text content with the major search providers, Google, Yahoo, and Bing, and utilize custom feeds for Google Scholar indexing to drive traffic to your site. Let your website do the work by issuing alerts and new article RSS feeds to allow interested users to be automatically alerted whenever new content is published. Once these things are set up, they are user-managed and automated, requiring little additional effort from the publisher. Another way to get more marketing power from your journal website is to use the unsold advertising space to promote the society, events, feature articles, or authors. Since users are most often locating specific articles via search engine results, bypassing the home page, make sure that you place your advertisements at the article level, not just on the home page. That's very important. Regional events are another way to engage potential subscribers and establish the organization as a credible source of information. Host regional brown bag lunches with prominent authors in a city that has a high concentration of researchers or practitioners in your discipline. These gatherings can give attendees a chance to see firsthand how they can benefit from the journal and provide a valuable networking opportunity. Supply beverages and dessert and request that attendees bring their own brown bag lunch. Take a few minutes before and after the speaker to talk about the publication and provide free sample issues. Offer a special promotional subscription or membership discount to attendees. Make sure you have your volunteers present to assist with introductions and talk about the benefits of joining your organization and subscribing to its publication. Press releases should not be overlooked. 70% of what is published in newspapers is the result of a press release, and primarily has a lot to do with the volume of news that we have, and that sometimes journalists can be kind of lazy. This type of exposure lends credibility to the publication and its free visibility. Look for articles in each issue of your publication that have mainstream appeal and are timely with current events. When developing the release, be specific about how the research ties to current issues and write headlines to get attention. Keep the release brief, no more than 1 page. Make the article open access for a period of time so journalists can refer to it for more details. For distribution, use an inexpensive PR service or handpick your recipients, such as NPR or major newspapers. Eureka Alert, which is an online global news service operated by AAAS, is a great place to submit your release. Eureka Alert provides a central place through which universities, medical centers, journals, government agencies, corporations, and other organizations engaged in research can bring their news to the media or the public.